So tonight we're staying at Red Rock Canyon, just off Highway 14, Antelope Valley Freeway, on our boondocking tour around Mojave Desert in our ghost towns. So we'll head up here, and it's Ricardo Campground. So let's see what it looks like. And here's our camper RV right here, underneath these towering bluffs. Red Rock Canyon. This is spot 17. This is a terrific site for your RV. Here's our campsite, number 17. I think it's one of the best sites of the canyon. Big parking area, picnic table, fire pit. Check out this view, all the way down the valley. Red Rock Canyon. It's morning at Red Rock Canyon. We got pretty lucky that nobody parked here in front of us. Block our view. I'll give you a full circle of the canyon here. What it looks like in the morning. Little glow in the back of the rocks here. Wow. You got birds chirping. I think there are a bunch of sparrows. It's our RV. Over here, we're back at the sunrise. How about that? Here for breakfast, we have a little bit of sausage. That's pretty good sausage. And we got coffee. And a great view. All right, so we're going to walk around the bend up here, around the corner, and I'll tell you about Red Rock Canyon as we go for a walk. This here, that can be a bald eagle nest, right in this covers. But here, we have a cave. No cave. This is neat. Look up here to that hole there. Alright, check out this Joshua tree. And he flowered, who knows when. But if you pick this off, it's a seed pod. Alright? But down here I got a better seed pod. So you got these little black seeds in here. Okay, here we go. Little black seeds from our yucca. Joshua tree. Hey, check out this little silver cholla. Opuntia, or Swindropuntia echinocarpa. Gives its name obviously echinocarpa. All these spines, like an echinoderm. All right, we got a little Joshua tree tunnel right here. Just kind of walk through it. So check out this Creosote Gall. I'm gonna pick him right off. This is not really part of the plant. He's really on there. There we go. So this is a Creosote Gall, and is formed by what's called a creosote midge. The midge is a little gnat who invades our creosote here, our Laria tridentata. Lays eggs, or he'll kind of invade the plant. So our creosote will form basically a callus or a blister around that little invading insect, or the eggs, or the intrusion, and make this little gall. So it's like basically a callus or a giant blister. It'll sit here. Originally they're green. Eventually, after a year or so, they turn brown. And then it just falls off. Here we got some white-crowned sparrows having a little breakfast. Wow, look at those formations. Here's our camper right here. All right, we're headed up the Desert View Nature Trail, right up here. Check out the desert views. Here's some pretty good silver cholla here. This guy looks pretty healthy. But take a look at this one over here. I gotta show you. Look at this one here. Absolutely beautiful. So this is part of our Joshua tree, and the Indians would peel back, you know, the bark, get these little fibers here to make baskets. It just peels all the way down the whole stem here, just like just like that. Little fibers. Here's another one of our creosote rings along the trail. So you just kind of stand right in the middle. You could be the king of all these creosote bushes. So Red Rock Canyon, it sits at the southernmost tip of the Sierra Nevadas as it converges with the El Paso Range. And each tributary canyon is a unique canyon with dramatic shapes and colors. And we get our desert cliffs, our buttes, and our spectacular rock formations. Now the canyon itself, it sits right on the El Paso Fault Zone. It's historically had volcanic activity, and that's how we get these magnificent mountains and rock formations. And these unique and colorful layers of pink, white, red, and brown cliffs, they're found on both sides of Highway 14. The fluted folds are a result of wind and rain eroding the softer materials beneath the dark cap rocks, which were formed by a harder lava flow layer. We got some more of our brush here, and if you look real closely, you see these little red guys? Those are the flowers. So this guy, he looks like he's in full bloom just about. Fantastic. Hey, we got some more cacti here. This is an opuntia. It's called a pancake cactus. See, the pads are all flat there. And has very tiny thorns, but not much at all. Over here, and we got some more. Hey, down here we got a bunch of lichen growing on this rock here. That's just algae or fungus growing on the rock, and it's helping erode the rock away. So Red Rock Canyon State Park was established in 1968 as the first state park in Kern County. So historically, this was a home of Native Americans who left pteroglyph carvings in the rocks and used the western edge of the El Paso Range as a trade route for thousands of years. In the 1860s, prospecting for gold began. Then in 1893, passer gold activity began with hundreds of miners sifting through these sands. The passage was also used to move trading loads in large flocks of sheep up north. It was used as a stagecoach stop and even a railroad route. So the plants we found out here are going to be typical of all Mojave. We have mostly the Laria tridentata. Over here we have our Joshua trees. We have burro bushes. We have hop sage. We have our silver cholla cacti. We have Ropuntia cacti. All along this trail. So you should bring a guidebook of all the plants we have up here, and the shrubs, and the lichen as well. We've got a Joshua tree just sitting on top of the hill. Here's a trail up here to Whistler Ridge. Overlooks California City. More creosote. And all sorts of trails you could fork off on. Adventure awaits. So the erosion you see on the canyon walls here, this is all from wind and rain over thousands of years, carving away at the sand and the mud, and over here the basaltic lava flow from the cinder cones in the old volcanoes of Mojave Valley. Here we got some old cinder cones down by California City. You can see here. Well, we're on top of the ridge. This is all Red Rock Canyon Campground down here. And way over there, that's our camper. Beautiful hills here, carved away with the wind and rain. On the back side, we have more of the canyon you hike down to. Joshua trees. And out here's California City, Lake Los Angeles, and Saddleback Butte. So this canyon is a great outdoor classroom for paleontologists, geology students, photographers, and simple family exploration. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of Red Rock Canyon as we continue our wonderful boondocking RV tour of Mojave Desert. Let's go.